Hi friends, and welcome back to another one of our virtual science shorts. My name's Nicole, and today we're going to be learning all about the cells in the brain. The central nervous system is made up of your brain and your spinal cord. And today we're going to be talking about three different cells inside of our brain. And those are the neurons, our astrocytes, and our oligodendrocytes. So let's get started with learning a little bit more about each of those cells. The first brain cells that we're going to talk about are neurons. And these guys are really important messengers, and they play a super big role in making sure that they are able to send and receive information. The second one is astrocytes. And does anybody happen to know what astro means? That actually means star. So these guys are shaped just like a star, which is pretty cool. So astrocytes are star-shaped, specialized support cells, which help to provide nutrients to the brain, maintain blood flow, and keep all the other cells in the brain in balance. And last but not least, we have our oligodendrocytes. Oligodendrocytes are specialized cells that wrap around neurons and provide insulation, or myelin, to their axons. The myelin they produce helps speed up the electric impulses of the neurons. So now that we know a little bit more about neurons, we actually have a really cool brain cell stem kit. So this is just one of the three that we just learned today, and we're going to go ahead and put this stem kit together. So let's go ahead and try it out. Before we start making our very own neuron, let's go ahead and learn some of the parts of the neuron first. So we have the nucleus, and that is the control center of the neuron and contains the genetic recipes to make all the things a neuron needs to work. Next is the cell body, and the cell body surrounds all of the nucleus and organelles of a neuron. The last one is dendrites. Reaching outside of the cell body, there are branch structures called dendrites, which act as arms to receive signals for the neuron. So as you can see, these are one of the papers that you can get in your STEM kit to learn a little bit more about the different parts of the neuron. And on the back, you can actually test your own knowledge to see if you can name all of these structures as well. So now that we learned a little bit more about the neurons and all of the different parts of it, let's go ahead and make one of our own. Now let's dive into what's inside of our STEM kit and build our very own central nervous cells. So in this STEM kit, we have the neuron materials. And within this STEM kit, you get one of these papers so that way you can identify which cell type you have. So we have this first one here, the neurons, and you can learn a little bit more about that. And on the other side of this paper is the instructions on how to put together each type of cell that is within the STEM kit. So our first one is up top here, and we're going to start building our very own neuron. So let's see what our first step is. To start, we're going to go ahead and take the long pipe cleaners and push it into the styrofoam ball. The ball is going to act like the cell body, and the long pipe cleaners are going to act as the axon. So let's go ahead and start with our first step. The next step is to myelinate your neuron by adding beads to the long pipe cleaner. So let's go ahead and start lighting these beads on top of your pipe cleaner. Next, we're going to tie the center of the short pipe cleaner to the bottom of the axon. These are going to act as the axon terminals. Last but not least, we're going to add 3 of our short pipe cleaners to the other end of the cell body. So that way our neuron has dendrites. And look how cool your very own neuron came out. So like I mentioned before in the video, we do have these STEM kits available here at the Science Center. We have 3 different versions of these cells that we learned about today in this video available at 11:30 for free here at the Science Center at our STEAM cart. So every day we're giving these STEM kits out to you guys so you can get hands-on with learning more about science and our brain and how amazing it is. So I hope you guys had a ton of fun learning about some cells of the brain with me. Once again, my name's Nicole. Make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!